It's a city where anything can happen. So what could go wrong or right as I head up LA Unscripted? From LACMA to the Getty, the Hammer, and Mocha, LA's art scene is one of the finest in the world. Hi everyone, I'm Dana Devin, and you LA Unscripters are so creative. Look at this sketch come alive from J.P. Pilo Larios in Fountain Valley. I love it. We look like Disney princesses. Thank you. And how can we forget this drawing from cartoonist Tom Siegel? Tom, I absolutely love it. It's just that's my old nose. How does your mind's eye see us? Send it in. Crayons, finger paint, stick figures, pop-ups, whatever. And we will send our faves an unscripted mask. And now, in this LA Revealed, since the pandemic has patrons missing museums and going to galleries, one local artist is creating a big world in a tiny house.
My name is Anna Bagayan, and I'm an artist from Los Angeles, California. Today, I'm going to be revealing my world of miniatures. Well, I've been painting since I was about 9 years old. I was born in Armenia, and my family moved to Los Angeles when I was 6. While I was going to college, I found this dollhouse, and it just kind of stayed off to the side because I was in school and I didn't really have time to play with it then. Flash forward about a decade later, my husband and I had been on a road trip. While I was traveling, the size of my artwork had to get smaller because I didn't have a studio anymore, and oftentimes the front seat of the car was my studio. I think it's actually harder to paint smaller versus the larger paintings because each brushstroke really matters. I was already selling artwork through my Etsy shop. I made a separate store just for my miniatures. During the earlier part of the pandemic, I saw a big rise in the amount of sales online because galleries also had to close down. Dollhouse is a real miniature art gallery that is 1/12 scale. I use the dolls to create comics that are set inside the dollhouse, and I've made 3 seasons of them so far. All of the artwork in the dollhouse are originals made by either myself or other artists that I know. For example, this elephant character right here is inspired by the graffiti artist Banksy because he had a pink elephant as part of his show, and I started master copying some of his graffiti art at a 1/12 scale. One of his paintings was being auctioned off, and he had rigged a shredder inside the painting, and so during the auction it went off and the artwork started becoming destroyed. With the dollhouse, I'm showing that dolls and toys aren't just for playing with. The miniature hobby is taken very seriously. People can commission specific works of art that I can turn into a mini. When I first purchased my dollhouse nearly a decade ago, I didn't realize I could turn it into work. So during the pandemic, when we're looking for ways to entertain ourselves, this is a good time to think outside the box and try something new because you never know where it could lead.
Oh my God, that tiny TV, how cute is that? I love it. All right, now moving on to something big, really big, like the biggest thing I've ever seen.
This is actually the Guinness Book of Record for the world's largest deliverable pizza.
My God, I have never.
Oh, baby.
This ain't gonna fit in the door.
No, it won't. Girl, I'm telling you. How did they even get it through the door is the question.
Okay, let me see. Oh, how cute! Oh my God! LA Unscripted on Channel 5.
This is 200 square slices.
Oh.
Feeds about 50, 70 people.
Tell me about the ingredients that go into something like this.
So this, we've got 30 pounds of dough.
Okay, 30 pounds.
30 pounds of just dough, 8 pounds of pizza sauce,
Okay.
and 15 pounds of cheese. 53 pounds right
53 pounds before the toppings.
Before even the toppings.
How did you think of this? Like, why?
Well, we wanted something new, something unique.
You did
different
it.
than any pizzeria, so we figured, let's go big.
Do you want to win $1,000?
Well, the question is, can you eat this?
Whoa! Hashtag giant pizza.
We do have a competition where 8 people, you have 2 hours to finish it, you get $1,000.
And do you monitor that?
Yeah, of course.
Cash?
We watch it.
Check? Like, how does
Check.
that work?
We give them a check.
Present them a check. So how about if
Correct.
they do it at a party? Like, okay, we're gonna...
Oh, it wouldn't be out of. The contest would have to be in one of our locations. But actually, our record on this is 4 people did it in 40 minutes.
What?
They got this done.
All right, shall we?
Let's eat. Okay, so if you dare to take the Big Mama's Pizza Challenge, make sure you send us pics. Okay, more giant fun coming up. Liberty Chan getting creative. What is a future board and how can it help make this year the best one yet? Plus, discover LA's hidden hotspots with us. LA Unscripted. We'll be right back. From the coastline to the Pacific to the California divide and the desert, there is so much to discover in the Golden State, and we want to do it all with you. Hi, everyone. I'm Dana Devin, and now our Olivia De Bortoli is out and about in LA with a local author who's an authority on hidden hotspots.
What a better time than now to explore the obscure historic places LA has to offer. 10 points for whoever knows what these stairs are.
One of the things I really love about LA, people talk about how it's sprawling, it's all over, it's all these different cities together, but I see that as sort of this inspiring challenge and something fun to explore, because you get to, check out all these cool neighborhoods and cities and places that all have their own personality and fun hidden gems within them. Here in LA, it's, you really got to go out there with a sense of adventure.
LA Unscripted is exactly that. We go and we find the most amazing things that you can do in LA, and they are endless in the city. So it's awesome. What is it for you about LA that made you want to write about it?
My first book, it was more so the essential experiences everybody's got to check out. This is more under the radar, these fun hidden spots that, maybe you saw this quirky statue and you always wonder what the heck was up with that. So you get to learn the stories behind these wild things. I really dug into a lot of the history of the city through the decades. Something for everybody, plenty of free things, plenty of things for families, but also, for grown-ups as well. Wild distilleries, some old hidden speakeasies, really something for everyone.
You are gonna make me go check these places out. So
Yes.
What are some places that you would recommend that I go to?
The first one would be some of the hidden staircases that are all over the city, really. And so these staircases were built sort of to help people get to and from the trolleys or get, into town in some of the hillier neighborhoods in particular. And so, of course, we don't have that streetcar system anymore, but the staircases were left behind as sort of these little neighborhood secrets.
Do you have one in particular that's your favorite?
One of the ones that I think is great is sort of a starter is the music box steps. So if you go over to Echo Park, these stairs were named for the Laurel and Hardy film, in which they are attempting to get an upright piano to get up the stairs, and hilarity ensues. There's the Baxter Stairs, also in Echo Park, that are right by Elysian Heights Elementary, and just a real, get your heart going, 231 steps.
It'd be fun, they said. Out of shape for this.
So those are some fun ones.
DM us and let us know what part of Danny's book we should explore next.
Danny also writes for Thrillist and Time Out, and we will explore more of Danny's destinations in the future. How do I know? Well, remember when I was Zoltar the Great and predicted the future spot on.
Dana Devin.
Yes, no, I'm Zoltar.
Oh, you're Zoltar.
Zoltar, what would you like to know?
Where is Liberty Chan going to pop up next?
In a white gown, I'm guessing. I am so good. And so is Liberty Chan. Now in this Healthy Vibes, the future Mrs. Okay, get this. The future Mrs. Chan DeStromeyer, that's what she's going to call herself, finds what you can do today to ensure the best tomorrow.
I've manifested about 8 boards over the last 10 years.
So what's the difference between a vision board and a future board?
Experiences and moments versus material things. Ultimately, the future board becomes kind of like the physical map of what I'm creating and what's coming down the pipeline for me in the future.
I love that. So you're mapping out your best life.
What we're wanting to do is build a future life that will fulfill us, right? That will make us happy, that is touching on all the points that matter in life, really. The first category is relationships. And this is really all the people in your life. So if you want to be married, that's a great place to put it. If you want kids, but don't forget your girlfriends. And then career and ambitions. So this is the place where maybe you have an idea, I would want to start my own business at some point. Or if you want a specific job title or promotion.
So for me, I have a dream of, writing this coffee table book, this yoga inspiring, positive message type of book. So I don't know, I printed out like a coffee table book. Okay. It says Chanel, it doesn't have anything, my book has nothing to do with that, but is that okay?
A couple other ways that you might represent that would be, can you imagine yourself at the book signing? Maybe of that book. So you could find a picture of a woman at a book signing with maybe a nice line, lots of people waiting to get their book signed. Mind and body is next. If one of those is lacking, we're not going to deal with stress well, we won't be able to achieve our goals the way we want, or when we do, we're not going to feel good. And then our next category is passion and joy. And this is kind of always the one that women especially are like, girl, I don't have time for joys and hobbies and stuff. The last thing we would ever think about, we don't prioritize it at all. But why it's so critical is that it actually teaches us how to make ourselves happy. And then our final one is wealth and abundance. In that category, that's the one category where you might have things that quote unquote look like material things, like your dream car, but we're coming at it from a completely different vantage point. We're saying that is the reward for the work that we've done. I usually tell people it takes probably 2 weeks to put a good future board together. By the time you've done all of that, you're really starting to create the motivation, the vision, all the stuff that you need to actually succeed. This process will actually begin to self-motivate you.
Okay, so what's in your future? More LA Unscripted, because we're not done yet. Next, Jessica Holmes is California cooking with a perfection pinch of this and a sensational splash of that. Plus, the teens taking over TikTok. Young entrepreneurs inspiring every generation. LA Unscripted, we are fun for all ages. Hi everyone, welcome back. Okay, so another one of my predictions for the future, I will not be cooking tonight, Postmates, or tomorrow, Postmates, but you know who will? Jessica Holmes.
I don't know about you, but I do enjoy a breaded chicken cutlet. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. And I'm gonna make a little bit of a I almost would call it like a citrus relish. So what I've got going on here is my dredging station. I've got panko and the finer breadcrumb, the Italian style that you get at the grocery store. I have flour, and I put some garlic powder on top of there. I also salted all my layers and 3 eggs. So what I went ahead and did is I got thinly sliced chicken breast. Before I get dredging my chicken, I'm gonna make this relish, and Meyer lemons. Meyer lemons are sweeter, the skin is a little bit softer. I would choose these over your regular lemon, but regular lemons would work. And what's so great about it, you cook the rind and all. Just gonna cut very thin strips. Gorgeous. Now, onto our shallot. Thin sliced. All right, let's go ahead and get our pan heating up. Back here, some avocado oil, and then our shallots are going in, and then just let these go medium, low heat. So we'll go ahead and do our chicken while the shallots are cooking. So we've got our chicken breasts, hit them with some salt and pepper. The flour first. Now the flour helps the breadcrumbs and the eggs, and then you shake off the excess into our egg and then into our breadcrumb. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. All right, chicken in the fridge. Now, I'm gonna add my lemons. In go our lemons, and again, these are just gonna cook down with the shallot and get so yummy and caramelized. Time to fry the chicken. To fry the chicken, I'm gonna use avocado oil. Okay, the big thing about frying breaded chicken is you wanna make sure the oil's hot. So see, a little bit of breadcrumb went in there and it's bubbling up. That's when you know your oil is nice and hot. Okay, these 2 are done, and what I do, look at that golden brown goodness. I'm gonna put it on a sheet pan with a rack over it, and that way the oil can drain and it stays crispy. Our chicken is nice and browned and crispy, and our sauce, or our relish, to that, some capers, chopped parsley to give it some freshness. I'm going to add a squeeze of orange. Orange is gonna give it a little bit of a sweetness. To that, a splash of red wine vinegar. This is where I'm getting a little of the liquid, and good extra virgin olive oil. Let's take our chicken, and then we'll take our relish and just put a little bit of that over the top. You don't wanna cover the whole thing because it'll keep it from staying crispy. It's so citrusy, garlicky, vinegary. I like it. Hope you guys try it.
And y'all know I can't cook, so when you actually whip up something from California Cooking, I'm super impressed. So post it and remember to tag us at KTLA Unscripted, because we all know social media matters. And speaking of, now in this Trends with Benefits, I Zoom with 2 15-year-olds taking over TikTok with their socially conscious brand of tees and sweatshirts.
Post Malone, Charli D'Amelio, Summer Rae, Addison Rae. How in the world did you get your clothes in those people's hands? Because that's not easy.
We proposed our idea to them. We said we had a brand about equality. We showed them our message behind our brand. They saw we were kids, like 15-year-olds, which took a big part in it. Once Charli D'Amelio wore our mask and we promoted it through TikTok, it got 10 million views, which was incredible. They just started selling rapidly.
How in the world did you guys come up with this concept?
We've been into fashion for a while, and we wanted to spread in a message about equality and just show that anyone could do anything that they put their mind to. We're 15, we're in quarantine. Let's put our time wisely and do this. We wanted to have a good message. We wanted to be eco-friendly with our products. And because of all the pollution and all that with the earth going on and climate change, we wanted to help out the earth and do it in a nice way.
I'm wearing this one. When I heard, oh, it's going to be made from recycled plastic, I thought, oh, well, it might feel good, but it's not going to feel super soft. But when you feel these, it's incredibly soft. How did you decide to use recycled plastic?
To start off, it's recycled water bottles.
Okay.
And then that's into a certain fabric, and then they use that fabric to make it.
How did you find success so quickly?
We took advantage of TikTok, used that to spread the word about Lunar Clothing.
What is the meaning behind lunar?
From the dark side to the light side of the moon, we represent equality for all.
I love that. What would you guys tell other young people that have an idea but are maybe too intimidated to get it started?
Chase your dreams.
You could do whatever you want at any age.
I'm so proud of those boys. That's so impressive. You know, Lunar Clothing has had over 16 million views on TikTok. Dude, I've got to put my kids to work soon. And could you guys help us get millions of views?
And then that's when I thought, what if it's a full circle moment? What if it's an opportunity that's unique to My Doctor's Meds, where we can take these older patients that have lived through this experience and come back, and almost like that come back and visit story.
Tell your friends to go off script with us. Do it, like right now. Now.